देव नारायण नमोऽस्तुते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वरा अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मामत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वरा अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वरा हरि ओं तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Om Shri Sai Ram. My humble pranams at the lotus feet for Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. On behalf of Shri Satya Sai International Philippines, my hearty welcome to all gathered here to celebrate the auspicious birth of Lord Krishna. Now, who is Krishna and when was he born? Krishna was born in the month of Shravana, in the Krishna Paksha, on Ashtami day, in a dark room as a dark child. Shravana means that which gives Shravanam, or hearing, delight to the ear. It is significant that among the 9 forms of devotion, the first place is given to Shravanam, listening to the glories of the Lord, and the final stage is Atma Nivedanam, or total surrender. Today, men tend to listen to all kinds of evil things, but do not lend their ears to hear what is pure and holy. What you should hear, Shravana, is all about God and not other trivial gossip. Unfortunately, it is a sign of the Kali age that people are eager to listen to the bad tales about others and do not seek to listen to the holy name of the Lord. You are given eyes to seek a vision of the Lord. You are endowed with the feet for going to the Lord's temple and not to loiter in alleys and bylanes. All organs and limbs have been given to man for adoring the Lord. Dharma, in essence, means making use of every limb for the sacred purpose for which it was intended. It is not what someone else advises you to do. The divine is not somewhere outside. He is within you. Lord Jagannath of Puri is a fine example of not seeking divinity in idols. In Jagannath, Krishna did not conform to his usual handsome peacock feather in his crown. He is worshipped as an incomplete idol, for showing us that imperfections, incompleteness are okay in life. What matters is the bhakti or devotion and prema or love. Thus, we begin today's program as an offering to beloved Sai, reminding ourselves to see good, think good, speak good, go to good places, and do good deeds. What do we mean by the use of the word good?
Indeed, Brother Sham, with that wonderful thought of positivity, let us pray to the Lord who removes obstacles, Ganesha. Swami, thank you for bringing us all together to sing your name. We are indeed grateful to finally come out and meet our friends, something we took for granted earlier. It was indeed during the pandemic that we all realized how we should feel blessed for having this life, a life that must have purpose. Eknada's sole purpose in life was to spread the glory of Lord Vishnu. Did you know Lord Krishna once got jailed for stealing, and it was Lord Narada who taught him to chant Sankadanashna Sutram in praise of Lord Ganesha to get free again? Now, there was a rumor that Krishna also had his eye on the Syamataka's jaw, and when the incident of Prasena's mysterious disappearance became public, the people accused Krishna of murder and theft. In order to prove his innocence, Krishna prayed to Lord Ganesh to give wisdom and relieve him from the blame. Finally, the true culprit was found and the jewel was recovered. Let us now offer Sankalanasana Sutra and enjoy its benefits.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Narada Uvacha Pranamya Shirisa Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam Ayushkamaya Siddhaye Pratamam
Vakratundam Sha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam Tritiyam Krishna Pindaksham Gajavakram Chaturtakam Lambodaram Panchamam Cha Shashtam Vedadameva Cha
Saptamam Vignarajam Cha Dhumravarnam Tatashtakam
Balachandram Cha Dashamam Tu Vinayakam Ekadasham Ganapatim Dvadasham Tu Gajananam
Dvadashaitani Namani Trisandhyam Yapate Naraha Najarigna Dayantasya Sarvasiddhikaram Ravo Vidyati Labate Vidyam Dhanati Labate Dhanam Putrati Labate Putran Mokshati Labate Gatim
Jai Ganapati Sotram Sabbin Masai Phalam Labhe Samvatsarena Siddhim Cha Labade Natra Samshaya
Ashtabhyo Brahmanebhyascha Likidvaya Samarpaye Tasya Vidya Bhavet Sarva Ganeshasya Prasadataha Iti Shri Narada Purane Shri Sankatanashana Ganesha Stotram Sampurnam.
The consciousness of what is good must arise from within you. That is the voice of conscience. Act according to the dictates of your conscience. When the question is asked, where is God? The answer is given.
Aham
Vaishvanaro
Bhuta Raminam Dehamashitaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Vajamyannam Chaturvidam.
As Vaishvanara, I have entered every living being, and I digest all the four kinds of food. The Lord thus declares that He is within everyone. Here is a story of Jaydev Goswami had a desire to offer his Geet Govind in the form of a garment to Lord Jagannath Ji. Jaydev sang the verses of Geet Govind, and some weavers from the village of Kenduli agreed to weave it on the floor. One day, while Jaydev was singing, he entered a state of divine ecstasy. So the weavers had to stop weaving. A sadhu arrived and told that he is elder brother of Jaydev and he will sing Geet Govind so that they can continue weaving. Later, the sadhu departed and Jaydev woke up. The weavers narrated everything and showed the line from Gita Govind that they had woven after hearing it from the sadhu. Jaydev replied, "How is that possible? I have no brothers. Besides, only Padmavati and I know Gita Govind. Surely Jagannath Swami himself must have sung it to you. You are most fortunate. You are all great devotees because you got direct darshan of the Supreme Lord." To show his love for Jayadev, Sri Jagannath Dev wears his Gita Govind cloth every night as part of his Vada Shringara dress at the time of wrestling. Every evening about 10 p.m. before Jagannatha, Baladeva and Subhadra are put to rest. They are dressed in this cloth.
The Geet Govind cloth is 12-foot long silk cloths which are wrapped over each deity's head. On these clothes are written lines from Jayadev Goswami's Geet Govindam. Geet Govindam is very dear to Jagannatha, so every evening it is recited for his pleasure and he is dressed with the Geet Govindam cloth. With this, we offer Jagannatha Dasa's food.
Jagannatha वै सदा सेव्यमानम् मुनीन्द्रै च सिद्धै सुरै पूज्यमानम् मुकुन्दं मुरारिं महाप्राणकान्तम् परब्रह्मरूपं जगन्नाथमीडे परब्रह्मरूपं जगन्नाथमीडे रसचारुदैवं किरीटं च मूर्धा धरेणापि वेणुं पदानुपुरं च ददानं च माला श्रियं वक्षसा च परब्रह्मरूपं जगन्नाथमीडे परब्रह्मरूपं जगज्जन्महेतुं जगन्मोहनागम् जन्महेतुं जगन्मोहनागम् जगद्रक्षणार्थं सदा जागरूकम् जगन्नाथपुर्यां जनैः पूज्यमानम् परब्रह्मरूपं जगन्नाथमीडे परब्रह्मरूपं जगन्नाथमीडे परब्रह्मरूपं जगन्नाथमीडे परब्रह्मरूपं जगन्नाथमीडे परब्रह्मरूपं हर पल गाऊं तेरा नाम Krishna I call to you
बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला
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 साई नारायणा रंग रंग विठ्ठला
साई नारायणा रंग रंग विठ्ठला
बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला
बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला
गोविंद विठ्ठला रखुमाई विठ्ठला
गोविंद विठ्ठला रखुमाई विठ्ठला
गोविंद विठ्ठला रखुमाई विठ्ठला
गोपाल विठ्ठला पांडुरंग विठ्ठला गोपाल विठ्ठला पांडुरंग विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला साई रंग विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला साई रंग विठ्ठला साई नारायणा रंग रंग विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला गोविंद विठ्ठला रखुमाई विठ्ठला गोपाल विठ्ठला पांडुरंग विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला साई रंग विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला साई रंग विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला Come fill my heart with your love. 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 Come fill my heart with your love, my side. राधे श्यामा हे घन श्यामा राधे श्यामा हे घन श्यामा राधे श्यामा हे घन श्यामा राधे श्यामा हे घन श्यामा
Story of Gita Panda. Long, long ago, there was a panda in Puri named Arjun Krishna. Every day he used to read the whole Bhagavad Gita. Because he spent a lot of his time studying the Gita, and due to his unflinching faith, the local people called him Gita Panda. He was a great devotee of Lord Jagannath, a very surrendered soul. He depended upon his Lord for everything. Whatever happened, he accepted it as a desire of the Lord. Nothing could affect Gita happen. He was a very poor person and lived by begging. Once there was heavy rain, about a week, and there was no scope for Gita Panda to go out begging. Whatever little stock he had, he finished very quickly. He and his family were forced to fast, yet Gita Panda was not strict. He spent his days happily reciting the Gita. He was happy that he could not go out, and felt it was a good opportunity for him because he had more time to read the Gita. His wife became very angry with him. He chastised him. Unless you go out and beg, how do you think your family will survive? We have 3 children. They will all die if you do not go out and get something for them. Gita Panda was not undisturbed. He showed her a verse from Bhagavad Gita. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion meditating on my transcendent form. To them I carry what they lack, and I preserve what they have. She became even angry by her husband's behavior. She waited for days, but still his husband brought nothing. He just kept telling her to simply depend upon the Lord. He said he would take care of everything. The wife wondered how long he could wait. The children were very hungry due to want of food. She was very angry. Taking her husband's Bhagavad Gita, she opened it at a verse he quoted and scratched 3 lines through the verse. Afterwards, frustrated and hungry, she and her children went to sleep. Some time later, Gita Panda also took a rest. Soon after, Gita Panda's wife heard a knock at the door. She rose from her bed and opened the door. There stood 2 very beautiful boys, and they had brought with them so many ingredients for preparing food. The Brahmani was very surprised to see these 2 very beautiful boys. One of them was dark and had skin the color of wood. The dark boy told the Brahmani, "Please take these foodstuffs, which have been sent by a friend at Gita Panda. Please cook and then eat to your heart's content." The Brahmini was very pleased to see this very beautiful boy when she heard the boy's voice. Her heart filled with joy. She felt very affectionate towards them. She requested them to kindly wait until she prepared the food and took prasad with them. But the boy replied, "Yes, we desire greatly to take prasad with you and your good husband. But my tongue has been cut. I cannot eat anything." After this, the boys took their leave. Gita Panda's wife placed all the ingredients in the storeroom and went to call her husband to tell him of their good fortune. When Gita Panda came out, he saw that the entire storehouse was filled with varieties of ingredients. He asked his wife, "Did you feed these boys? I hope you were able to return their kindness and give them some to fire." His wife replied, "I asked them to wait and eat some." The dark boy said that someone had cut his tongue in 3 places and he was unable to eat. When Gita Panda heard this, he immediately understood that the boy was the Lord himself. Because his wife scratched the verse in the Gita 3 times, the words which contain the lotus mouth of the Lord reflected on his tongue. Gita Panda's wife realized that the Lord through his promise that he maintained his devotees had brought Boga to his dear devotee. Immediately Gita Panda and his wife prepared to go to Jagannath temple to beg forgiveness and thank him for his kindness.
When they approached the altar, they saw that Jagannath had 3 spots on his lips. Let us remember our undesired actions bring pain to our loving Creator. At the same time, our unconditional love brings us closer to the divinity.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He
When you do Namasmarana, or singing of the divine name, all the negative thoughts will come out. Namasmarana is like Veda Swaram, which attracts snakes and brings them out of anthills. This Nada Swaram is your Jivana Swaram and Prana Swaram, or life and breath. One has to repeat God's name in order to get rid of all evil qualities. In this age of Kali, only chanting of the divine name can redeem your lives. There is no other refuge. Singing the glory of the Lord is highly sacred. Let each and every person reverberate with his divine glory. Let every and each cell of your body be filled with his divine name. Nothing else can give you this bliss, courage, and strength that you derive from Namasmarana.
Gopika Jivana Smaranam
Govinda, Govinda,
Ekanta Smaranam
Jai Jai Rama Rama,
Jai Pati Swami Ki
Jai,
Sri Vinaya Murti Ki
Jai,
Gayatri Devi Ki
Jai,
Vetrivel Muruganukku
Hara,
Swamiye
Sharanam Ayyappa,
Parvati Pataye
Har Har Mahadeva,
Ishwaramalalu Ki
Jai Sai Ram,
Jane Swami Ki Samasta Sadhu Bandal Ki Pandarinath Maharaj Ki Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam
Govinda, Govinda.
Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana
सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म 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 सत्यं
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो